to this beginner-friendly sprinting interval training, also called SIT. So maybe you heard about this from YouTube or from Google or wherever you seek your information in how to get in shape. You heard about sprinting interval training, you heard about something about 30 seconds on, doing the hardest possible, 2 minutes recovery and a maximum of 5 rounds. But you're not sure how exactly to do it in your daily life. This is where I come in, this is where you are most welcome on my channel. I put the theory into practice. So what we're gonna do today is you're gonna bring an exercise mat, you're gonna bring some good shoes on your feet and some water. We are gonna go through a warm up and then we're gonna do the sprint itself with the 30 seconds on and those 2 minutes recovery in between. And we're gonna do 5 different exercises for those 5 rounds, ending this session with a stretch. So if you are way along in your fitness journey, you've been doing SIT workouts for a long period of time, you're all used to this, pushing yourself, then you can of course make it to your own. So usually I always go from the hard way to the easy way. The more easier way. Today I'm going to turn it around a bit, so I'm going to show you how to do it in a beginner friendly way, and then I will add on some suggestion for you to do if you are used to doing sprint. But it's all about pushing ourselves the hardest possible way, and you of course need to take good care of yourself. If you're a beginner, this might feel a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning, but I promise you along the way you will feel the result and you will get all motivated. So with those 30 seconds you're going to do the hardest possible and you're just gonna push it so you can feel that you're still getting into it, but of course taking care of yourself. Maybe you have a knee issue, maybe you have something else you need to take care of. So my timer is gonna go for a 10 seconds countdown, then it's gonna go with those 30 seconds where we do the SIT itself and then the 2 minutes recovery. Yes, so you got your equipment and we are ready to do the warm-up and then of course the stretching at the end. So important to be warmed up before you do this kind of workout because you are absolutely trying to push yourself the hardest possible. So welcome to this beginner-friendly sprinting interval training session. Yes, let's go and get ready with the warm-up before we do the sprinting itself. So start out by walking on the spot. You're going to bring your arms forward and back and lifting feet up. Make sure you do some mobility in your ankle joint because when we are going to move around, it's good for us to have the full range of motion in our different kind of joints. We're going to step it out a little bit and we're going to still lifting our feet off and we're going to pull those arms back. So engaging your core just by a little bit of intense squeeze. Try to imagine me punching you in your stomach and you just feel that tightness. So you gotta do that, not over exceeding things so you're not able to breathe. So just that slight action of your ab and your core muscle. Engaging with your pelvic floor and we're just gonna put that heel and bring that toe up. And we're gonna swing our arms in front of us. So we're gonna stay up in a nice straight position and engaging both our ab, core and our pelvic floor. Swinging those arms up. Yes, we're gonna put a toe in instead. So just straightening our feet opposite way. We're gonna go with a single arm. So we're gonna swing it in front of us. Bring it out to the side. And hold those shoulders back down. And we go for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 more on each side. And we're gonna go up and lifting it back. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Kristen. I'm also called AC and I'm a physiotherapist, group instructor and a personal trainer and a coach, mental coach, mindset coach, I think it will be called. And I'm from Denmark, but doing this session in English so I can reach a lot bit further than when people just speak Danish in Denmark here. We're gonna bring our arms back and tapping back. So squeezing. It's all about doing the best possible you. So imagine you have a scale from 0 to 10. 0 being sitting on the couch doing absolutely nothing. 10 being the wildest possible you are able of, running for your life. This is where we are going to push ourselves a little bit further up to those running for our life, 8, 9, 10, 11-ish. So we're gonna learn along the way to push ourselves best possible. We're gonna kick it up here, and by doing that, we are stimulating our metabolism and getting a kickstarter for that fat burning machine. Still not stressing our body too much with that much cortisol, our stress hormone. We want to keep it short and intense, because this is the best way, not stressing your body, but still get in a best possible shape. You're gonna bring those knees up, pulling knees up and pulling arms back, getting ready for the sprint itself. So squeezing here, go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and into center. Going in for a squat and up again. So pushing your buttocks back, knees behind toes, and you're gonna squeeze those glutes and not pushing your hip forward, just going back down. Stop the movement by squeezing your glute area. Keep a nice tight engagement in your abs and your pelvic floor. Let's go for another 4, reaching up, 3, up we go, 2, warming up our knees and our hips, and 1 more. Hands up towards chest, and we're gonna do a rotation here, just loosening up in your knees, getting ready in a little while to do that first sprint for those 30 seconds, doing the best possible you. Yes, and there's a lot of mindset in this kind of way of working out. We gotta push ourselves out of that comfort zone, and that might take some adjustment, but you will get there. Eventually you will. I've seen it so many times, but so of course you can get there as well. Just put that hat on of patient and you will be there. So loosening up here, and we are gonna be ready. And the first exercise we're gonna do is gonna be a side kick. So you're gonna lean from one side to the opposite, and you're gonna pull that leg up. If you're all used to this, you can do some jumping in between and just go a little bit faster. So that is gonna be that progression for you if you are used to doing pushing yourself, getting short of breath. 30 seconds, 2 minutes recovery. Let's get ready. Countdown for 8 seconds. A big beep will sound, and we are ready for those 30 seconds. 2 and go. So I'm gonna go with you here for the beginner part, and do remember you can go up here, jumping to the side if you are all used to this. So you're gonna engage your core, you're gonna push it out, and you're gonna do it the best you can. And we're gonna continue for 14 seconds, feeling that shortness of breathing. Keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that being the first sprint. So adjust it accordingly to where you are in your fitness journey. Now you're gonna walk it around. We have 2 minutes until the next exercise, which is gonna be a totally body extension. So you just keep walking around. The totally body extension, we're gonna go from down here, swinging our arms up on our toes. You can, if possible, leave the ground. It's all up to you. This is a beginner-friendly one. And if you're all used to this, you can turn this into a real jump up and down. All up to you. So I'm really trying to do this and keep it a beginner-friendly. So if you're here anyways, just try to make it your own, one way or another. 1 minute. So a good distance between our feet when we do the exercise. Make sure that you bring your hands up, because our arms above shoulder level just get that heart rate up a bit more than having our arms down here. So keep walking. We have 45 seconds. Either you do the totally body extension, fast way up on our toes, or you can do that lifting off into a jump squat. 30 seconds for you to move around. For the second out of the 5 sprint interval training here, where we are doing it as hard as possible. And maybe you, like me, in the beginning got a little bit confused about the sprinting. No, it's not necessary for you to run over the football, soccer field, you can absolutely do sprint in many different kind of ways. 8 seconds until we're gonna do the totally body extension or the jumping off the ground if you're into that. And let's go. So bring it up here, pushing your buttocks back. Hands are staying above shoulder levels, and you're gonna push it, and maybe you're gonna get a little bit off the ground and maybe not. And if possible, you're gonna lift it all the way through. So make it work for you. Inhale, exhale. You're gonna keep going because you're gonna do this for another 8 seconds. Keep it moving on for 5, 4, 3, 2, and here we are. Back for that 2-minute recovery. On time, you're gonna feel that you are very affected on your breathing. So again, if you're a beginner, maybe that's why you're here today, you wanna feel that you are getting circulation in your body, getting short of breath, and then you can adjust along the way. So it's never supposed to be easy. We always want to push it so we get short of breath, because the short of breath part is where we are stimulating our metabolism. So 1 minute and 20 seconds so far until we get into a kind of a high knee. So if you are new here, you're gonna go up here with your knees bouncing up and down, and if you're used to this, you're just gonna bring those knees up for ordinary high knees. And it's always good for you also, if you are new to this, to see how it's gonna be along the way, because doing this could be just as hard for you as doing this for somebody who's used to it. So never ever compare yourself. Get motivated by somebody who might be in better shape than you, but don't get all sad and busy over not being there yet, because we always have a start and we have a middle, and don't compare your start to somebody else's middle. It's all about a journey. We're gonna exercise our full life. It is a part of a healthy life. So you just want to go where it fits you. So 14 seconds, but I do admit we need to get out of that comfort zone along the way. 8 seconds for those high knees, either doing that bouncing here or doing it all the way up. So lifting up here, 30 seconds. Bring those arms up and inhale and exhale. And you can do this. Maybe you want to do that for like 10 seconds or so. You can come back here, swinging those arms up. Continue for 14 seconds. So inhale, exhale. Bring those knees up or do the high knees, all up to you. Yes, 4 seconds. 3, 2, and here we are. Yes. So we have those 2 minutes again, and along the way, you want to feel that you need those 2 minutes. If you don't feel that you need those 2 minutes, you're not pushing yourself hard enough. So that can be something that you are aiming for. Walking around, and we are in a minute and a half getting ready for the 4th out of the 5 sprinting interval here for today's session. Turning this into approximately a workout for 20 minutes, and I will try to remember to put a link on top for you to click on if you want to add some body weight or some strength exercises with a set of dumbbells to finish this off, turning this into approximately half an hour of a workout. We want to keep it short and intense, not long and moderate. It's not good for our system, it's not good for our hormones, it's not good for anything in our body. The only thing we get out of it when we work out for hours and hours, we get tired and we get just lack of energy in our body. 45 seconds, the next one is gonna be a lunges here, where we're gonna bring that knee up, and if you're all used to this, you can go into an ordinary jump lunges, but I will do this along with you. Bring it down and bring it up. You might want to add a little bit of a jump, good for your bone mass. And we have 20 seconds left for this one. Alternative between right and left leg. So 15 seconds until we get going. So going in here, lifting up, opposite leg, lifting up, or you do that jump lunges. So 5 seconds, shoulders back, 2 and 1. Into the lunges, lifting up, opposite leg. So pushing it back, bring it up. Yes, continue here, getting shoulder breath, or you can move in to that jump lunges. Yes, 15 seconds. Using your arms, stepping back, pushing your buttocks back, lifting arms up. 5 seconds, equal amount on each. Bring it, and here we are. Yes. So only one left for us to do before we do the stretching. So it's a great idea if you're a beginner that you come back to this session, do it some again and again, and then you can feel along the way, I think I might try to do those extra things where I get a little bit more pushed out of jumping and doing a little of a progressive state of the exercise, and then you will, little by little, you will go in and you will find all different kind of sprinting interval training here on my channel, along with all different kind of other workouts. All have a set of which is best for us to work out, being a woman on our way to our menopause or being in our menopause. We have 1 minute left for the final exercise, and this is gonna be like a sideways skater. We're gonna jump from one side to the opposite. So you guys going for a little bit of a jump with a tap in, or if you all used to this, you can bring those feet up, not tapping down. So for the beginner friendly version, we're gonna go jumping here and tapping back. For the more advanced, you're gonna go in and lifting up. Final one, 30 seconds, then we're gonna do the stretching. If you're not gonna, you might wanna skip the stretching and jump right into that maybe 10 minutes of a strength, body weight, or strength exercise. I can put that link on top, or you can just look around on my channel to find those quick strength finisher workouts. 8 seconds, let's get ready. 4, leaning back a bit, 3, 2, and 1. So you're gonna tap that foot behind, reaching out, kind of like skating from side to side. And you can go up here if possible. So bring it over and just a slight bend in your knees, pushing those arms to the side, and you're gonna keep going for 10 seconds. Even though I'm stopping, you're gonna keep going because I'm gonna try to push you to do your best. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, those 5 sprints for the sprinting interval training just got finished by now. Grab some water, walk it around before we do the stretching. I am sure that you did the best possible you. Now you know the exercises, and as mentioned before, it could be a great thing to come back. I usually recommend doing sprinting interval training a couple of times of during the week, not doing it Monday, Tuesday, but for example, Monday and Wednesday, or Wednesday and Friday, or Wednesday and Saturday. Keep some days apart, and then you have the ability to do some strength training, body weight exercises if you're new to strength training, and then you can add on with those weights. But a very usually misunderstood thing is that when we start working out with dumbbells, for example, you don't want to go to the rack with the heaviest weight. You're just gonna go slow, just as you do kind of the workouts here. You can go with a little bit lighter weight, but it is important that you along the way, that you get less of a repetition and more volume and more weight on. So yeah, that was kind of a side note, but don't think about if you're not able to lift the most heavy weights in that fitness center or whatever you got at home, then you can just give up. No, it's a process, it's a way of getting there. So you wanna make sure you stay safe and don't get any injuries. Yes, Hands inside here and pushing your knees out to the side. Chin is in, shoulders are back down and relaxed, and engaging with your pelvic floor. Lifting chest up and feel a nice inner thigh stretch. Inhaling and exhaling. Settling down in your breathing. Hands above on your thighs, going in for extension and a flexion. Engaging. Pushing it down, bring it back up again for 4, 3, 2 more. And all the way up for a standing position. And you want to grab one foot, pushing your hip forward. No hyperextension in your lower back. Maybe you need a little bit of support, a chair or table or a wall or something like that. Just make sure that you can stay here and get the stretch done. But it's an excellent way of doing balance training as well. So if it's possible for you, don't touch anything, just try to stay here without holding on to anything. Pushing hip forward, feel the stretch over your hip and your knee area. Just a slight bended elbow. And letting go into that opposite leg, pushing your hip forward and shoulder down. Try to do the balance work. Yes. And letting go and just loosening up here. And I hope you got a good intro to that way of working out with the sprinting interval training, the sit workout. And if you've been here before and you did the progression of the exercises, just welcome back to you. And we have completed a session here. I will put a link on top for you to do some body weight exercises, or maybe you just where you are. No, I'm gonna do some strength exercise tomorrow. I'm gonna rest for the day, and that is completely fine as well. So thank you for joining me. Until I see you next time, make sure to do the best for you to stay happy, healthy, and strong. Take good care. Bye.